Madilyn Bailey is best known for her popular covers on YouTube, but now she's creating a name for herself as one of America's top self-made artists. Today, she joins us to talk about her new single, Red Ribbon. Everyone, please give a warm Build Brunch welcome to Madilyn Bailey.
It's very comfy.
I'm living for this jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you. Well, I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm excited to be here.
I got distracted by the cereal. I was like, how do I offer her some cereal right now? And I was like, leave her alone. She's here for business. So tell us about Red Ribbon. What was the inspiration behind this track?
So Red Ribbon, if a white flag represents surrender, then I wanted an object in my song that represented never giving up, especially in the face of heartbreak and tragedy. I know we're gonna take this to a very sad place.
We've already been talking about our fears for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're good.
So a year ago, almost to the day, my grandma passed away from cancer, and she was diagnosed, and within 20 days she passed away.
Wow.
So it was just very sudden and unexpected. And even though you know at some point your grandparents aren't going to be there, there's no way to prepare for when that happens. And because my grandma was like my #1 fan, she literally had like a shrine to Madilyn in her house. Like every CD I ever made, every postcard I ever sent her was like on her wall. It was a little creepy. But because she was such a huge part of my music, for a while, for like 4 or 5 months after she passed away, I couldn't really play. It was hard to record videos. It was hard to go to writing sessions because every time I would start singing, I would think of her, and and it made me happy to play music. And I felt guilty about being happy when I was so sad about her passing. And then I came across a song that I'd written a year earlier called Red Ribbon, and I was like, oh my gosh, how crazy is it that I wrote a song a year ago I would need to hear right now that would pull me out of this really, really dark place and remind me that, our hearts are not only capable of enduring that kind of pain, but it's literally what they're made to do. Even though it's super uncomfortable, and not the most fun part of life, but your hearts are made to be broken and remade and broken and remade. And the more comfortable you can get with being uncomfortable, I think that's kind of the best place in life to be. And, a year after her passing, I think I've been able to see just kind of the beauty of her life and also the ripple effect of what she left behind as well, which she was a very powerful, sassy woman.
Right. Which, you're part of her legacy too,
Exactly.
Yeah. And the music video, you share your story, but you also feature a lot of different women who are sharing their trials. So what are some of those trials that are shared, and how did you select these women?
Yeah, when I was thinking about putting the concept together for the video, I was like, wow, I had such a strong reaction to Red Ribbon sorry, touch the microphone. I had such a strong reaction when I heard it. I was like, I wonder if I play it for my friends, if they'll have a strong reaction and they'll have a story that they want to share too. So all of the women in this video are close friends of mine. We touch on topics from like loss from cancer to foster care, to adoption, to anorexia, to just like overcoming adversity and loss was kind of what I wanted to touch on in this video. And I wanted to highlight some of the strongest women in my life because I have some pretty inspiring women in my life, so.
And that is so moving. What was it like being on set? What was the process of making the music video? Was it sort of an emotional set for everyone?
Yeah, super emotional. What I found the most surprising, which I don't know why it was, but I thought by putting this song out there and like I was doing a service to people, like maybe this would be a song that would help them through a really tough time. That was my goal with putting the song out. But while conducting the interviews, because I did all of the interviews myself, I think I got the most healing out of it because I just got to have 10 of the most powerful conversations with 10 of the most amazing women that I ever knew. And I was able to ask them questions that I otherwise might not have felt comfortable with being able to ask, or like when's the appropriate time to ask about it. And we just had some of the most real, cool conversations, and I got so much healing from it. So I definitely encourage you to, if you have questions of for your loved ones that are maybe uncomfortable and you don't know when is the right time to ask them, just do it anyway. Because those conversations are, I grew so much on that set.
Everybody's going through stuff, and I think when you realize it's not just you, there is an incredible amount of healing.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, I love the song. I love the
Thank
video. I was
you.
watching for the show, like having a real reaction, like, wow, this is so good in such a powerful way. But what I love about you, you had your start on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And now you have like 6 million subscribers. So what's it been like to just grow from your own little YouTube channel to now, you know, being a real pop artist?
Yeah, I mean, I come from a very small town in Wisconsin, population 1,042, more
Yeah.
cows than humans.
And you have like 6 siblings, right?
Yeah, I have 6 siblings.
But you also
yeah.
had like a bunch of foster care siblings as well growing up.
Yes, lots of foster care. I think probably 30 foster siblings throughout the
wow.
years. Yeah, my parents are like real life saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had an unusual childhood. I was also homeschooled until I was in high school as well. So I had an unusual childhood, but I think it also set me on this unusual path of thinking, oh my gosh, from Wisconsin, I could upload videos on YouTube and become a pop star,
Right.
which is, who told me I could do that? I don't know. And why my parents let me chase it, I don't know why, but they were awesome for letting me do that. But yeah, I mean, in November, it'll be 10 years since I posted my first video on YouTube. And I don't know, I'd say I've been able to do some pretty incredible things and
Yeah.
tour all over the world, and I don't know, pretty awesome.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And you're known for your covers of hit songs. So how do you choose like which songs to cover?
Well, I kind of just pick songs based off, like, when I hear them, if in my head, I'm like, oh, I hear this other version. For example, I did 7 years ago, I did, 7 years, so old all of a sudden. 7 years ago, I did a cover of Titanium. You know, it's like a big dance song, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a tragic song, and I bet nobody knows how sad this song is. So I decided to strip it down on piano, and I think that's what makes a good song. If you can take everything away and just have a vocal and an instrument, and it's still really good, that's what a hit song is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
And you performed last night at the Rockwood Music Hall, right, in New York City.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was so cool. I've never been in the room. It was a very small, intimate crowd, but like one of my favorite parts of performing is making the night special for each person, and I was really able to like look each person in the eyes. And during my set, I have these 2 moments that are my favorite part of the whole show. So one is where I go into the audience and I play a song on ukulele and have somebody hold the microphone for me, which is really cool. And then I don't know if you guys like The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Yeah. Okay. Super into it. But you know, there's always that one date where they call the bachelor or the bachelor and whoever up on stage, and they share a slow dance while like a famous country singer sings. to them.
Yes.
So I pull a cute couple from the audience up on stage and sing a song to them. It's like
That's
by
so
far my
cute.
favorite.
That's so fun.
At my show in LA, I had my parents come up and do the dance. It was so cute.
So sweet.
Wow.
And you credit your diagnosis with dyslexia to a lot of like your creativity from that. So tell us how that plays a role in your songwriting.
Well, I mean, dyslexia really made it so that I had to, like, first off, figure out how to go around. Like, I couldn't usually figure out how to answer a question the right way or solve a problem the normal way. I would have to figure out the creative problem-solving kind of way to figure it out. And that's kind of what songwriting is. It's like, how do you say something that's already been said a million times, but in a way that nobody's heard it being said before?
Right.
Yeah, so I think just by training myself all of growing up how to creatively get around things, it just helped me with my songwriting, be able to do that as well.
Yeah, and are you working on a new album now?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a handful of songs. I have my next single already picked out. We're starting the music video for it. I'm really excited.
Well, we're really excited too.
Yeah, just this next year is all about more original music, and I'm really excited to share it. I've been, really working on the writing process for the last 3 years, so
Yeah.
really
Cool.
excited to share.
Well, we can't wait to hear it. Madilyn, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And you can listen to Madilyn's new single, Red Ribbon, on all music platforms. Thank you.